Ancient Mesopotamia, cradled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, served as a foundational civilization. The region's geographical features significantly influenced its historical development and cultural identity. The fertile lands of Mesopotamia supported early agricultural practices and urban development. Strategically positioned between two major rivers, Mesopotamia fostered trade and cultural exchange. Humanity, united by a single language, embarked on constructing a city and a tower. The tower's ambition was to reach heaven, symbolizing humanity's desire for renown. Bricks were molded and bitumen prepared as key building materials. The people aimed to make a name for themselves, seeking recognition and legacy. The construction was driven by a desire to avoid being scattered across the earth. Genesis 11 recounts this endeavor as a pivotal moment in human history. God observes the construction of the Tower of Babel. Divine intervention results in the confusion of the builder's language. The confusion of language leads to the scattering of the people. The place is named Babel, meaning confusion. The scattering of people marks the end of unified construction. Mesopotamia's geographic location corresponds to the present-day territory of Iraq. The plain of Shinar, located within Mesopotamia, was the site of ancient Babylon. Babylon, situated in the plain of Shinar, served as a cradle of empires. Ancient Babylon is recognized as a source of historical mysteries and cultural heritage. Mesopotamia's fertile plains fostered the development of early civilizations and complex societies. The region's strategic location facilitated trade and cultural exchange between different ancient peoples. Etemenanki was a ziggurat in ancient Babylon, meaning house of the foundation of heaven and earth. Ziggurats were step towers dedicated to the gods. Etemenanki's height of almost 100 meters made it visible from kilometers away. Ziggurats served as monumental structures, symbolizing the connection between the earthly and divine realms. The step design of ziggurats may have been inspired by natural mountains, places of perceived divine power. Etemenanki was likely used for religious rituals and astronomical observations. Ancient calendars and timelines provide chronological context for historical events. Archaeological excavation sites offer physical evidence that supports and enriches historical timelines. The construction of the Tower of Babel is estimated to have occurred between 3,000 to 2,000 years before Christ. The Tower of Babel's construction coincides with the flourishing of Sumerian and Babylonian civilizations. Cuneiform tablets are ancient clay artifacts inscribed with early writing systems. These tablets often reference temple towers, structures believed to connect Earth to the heavens. The construction and purpose of these towers share thematic parallels with the biblical Tower of Babel. Analysis of cuneiform texts provides insights into ancient Mesopotamian culture and beliefs. Nimrod, the great-grandson of Noah, is depicted as a powerful hunter king. Nimrod is credited as the founder of significant Mesopotamian cities such as Nineveh and Babel. Historical accounts suggest Nimrod may have been the architect behind the construction of the Tower of Babel. Nimrod's leadership likely involved commanding large workforces for monumental construction projects. The image of Nimrod as a warrior symbolizes strength and control over his domain. Nimrod's legacy is intertwined with the development of early urban centers and monumental architecture. The construction site is filled with the sounds of hammers and intense fire, symbolizing ambition and power. Nimrod's construction project was not merely a monument, but a challenge to divine authority. The tower represents an attempt to centralize human power under a single authority. The bricks being stacked represent the building blocks of a centralized power structure. The intense fire symbolizes the ambition and drive behind the centralization of power. The construction site embodies the ambition to challenge established orders and consolidate control. Ziggurats, including the Tower of Babel, represent ambition through their towering step structures. The Tower of Babel was constructed using baked bricks and bitumen, showcasing advanced technology for its time. Ziggurats were built in stepped layers, each level representing a different stage or purpose. The increasing scale of ziggurats reflects growing ambition and technological capabilities. Ziggurats served as symbols of power and technological prowess. Baked bricks provided durability and structural integrity to ziggurats. The tower symbolizes an attempt at achieving immortality through a lasting creation. The tower's construction is driven by a desire for eternal recognition and remembrance. The project's foundation is rooted in arrogance, reflecting an overestimation of human capabilities. The tower represents a work intended to endure and be observed perpetually. The pursuit of immortality through construction can be seen as an act of hubris. The construction of the tower is disrupted by a sudden descent of thunder and clouds. The divine intervention causes confusion and halts the tower's progress. The unity of the people and their shared language is perceived as a potential catalyst for unlimited achievements. With a single language and unified purpose, nothing would be impossible. Construction halts as workers begin to fight, tools falling from their hands. The breakdown of communication leads to the abandonment of the tower project. A single, unified language fractures into numerous, incomprehensible dialects. The inability to understand each other prevents the tower's completion. The narrative explores the question of whether the Tower of Babel is a myth or based on historical events. Sumerian and Assyrian records document the destruction of large towers in ancient Mesopotamia. Ancient stories describe a confusion of languages as a consequence of building the Tower of Babel. Historical accounts and mythological narratives provide different perspectives on the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel serves as a cultural symbol representing ambition, architectural hubris, and linguistic diversity. The term Babel originates from the Akkadian language. In Akkadian, Babel translates to Gate of God. The name Babel carries significant religious and historical context. Linguistic analysis reveals the meaning and etymology of ancient place names. Understanding ancient languages provides insights into past civilizations. The interpretation of Babel as Gate of God offers a glimpse into ancient beliefs. Excavations in Babylon have revealed the remains of the Etemenanki ziggurat. German excavations in the 19th century provided significant archaeological evidence of the ziggurat's existence. The archaeological findings confirm ancient descriptions of the Etemenanki ziggurat. The Etemenanki ziggurat was a monumental structure in ancient Babylon. The ziggurat's remains offer insights into Babylonian architecture and engineering. Archaeological evidence supports the historical accuracy of ancient accounts. Nebuchadnezzar II's inscriptions claim the restoration of a tower built and destroyed in ancient times. The inscriptions suggest the restored tower could be the legendary Tower of Babel. The tower's restoration implies an effort to rebuild a structure of immense historical and cultural significance. These inscriptions provide potential evidence linking Nebuchadnezzar II to the Tower of Babel. Meditation practices encourage inner reflection and spiritual awareness. The Bible provides guidance and wisdom through its teachings and stories. The Tower of Babel serves as a spiritual lesson about unity, communication, and understanding. Diverse languages and cultures highlight the importance of overcoming barriers to achieve spiritual connection. Human pride generates division, leading to discord and separation among individuals. Seeking to reach the heavens without humility results in confusion and disorder. The multiplicity of languages symbolizes not only cultural diversity, but also the separation of hearts. Lack of humility obstructs true understanding and fosters misunderstanding. Division and confusion are the consequences of pride and a lack of humility. Love serves as the foundational cornerstone upon which all enduring human endeavors are built. Without love, human constructions are inherently unstable and lack the capacity to endure. Love fosters unity, which is crucial for the resilience and longevity of human creations. The absence of love undermines the structural integrity of any human construction, leading to its eventual downfall. Modern skyscrapers represent significant engineering and architectural achievements. Satellites facilitate global communication and data transfer. Connecting cities worldwide, social networks enable instant communication and information sharing across geographical boundaries. Interconnected global cities drive economic growth and cultural exchange through technological infrastructure. The proliferation of global communication networks raises questions about historical parallels and societal learning. The narrative explores whether humanity is repeating past mistakes or demonstrating improved understanding. The core question revolves around humanity's capacity for humility and cooperative progress in the digital age. The scene prompts reflection on the ethical and social implications of widespread interconnectedness. The narrative explores the balance between technological advancement and societal wisdom. The Tower of Babel's existence remains an enigma, debated between historical monument and moral myth. Historical interpretations suggest the Tower of Babel may have been a real ziggurat, a stepped pyramid-like structure. As a moral myth, the Tower of Babel symbolizes humanity's ambition and the consequences of hubris. The Tower of Babel serves as a cautionary tale about the limits of human endeavor and the importance of communication. The Tower of Babel's narrative serves as a timeless allegory for the futility of endeavors undertaken without unity. Human endeavors, lacking cohesion and shared purpose, are inherently prone to failure and collapse. The absence of love or shared empathy further undermines the stability and longevity of collective human projects. Unity and love are essential foundations for enduring and successful human achievements. Without these fundamental elements, even the most ambitious undertakings are destined to crumble and fade into obscurity. The Tower of Babel symbolizes humanity's ambition to reach unattainable heights. The tower represents the collective effort and unified purpose of mankind. Its construction signifies the potential and limitations of human endeavors. The tower's failure serves as a cautionary tale about hubris and overreach. Ultimately, the Tower of Babel is a metaphor for the pursuit of knowledge and the boundaries of human understanding. The epic music underscores the grandeur and tragic consequences of unchecked ambition.